Welcome to Northwest Profiles, a look at people, places, and events of interest in the inland Northwest.
Probably just how the violin looks. It looks so cool. Probably that was my, first impression, was to think that it looked really cool, and I like the sound too.
18-year-old Jason Moody rehearses with the Spokane Youth Orchestra. The kid from Dover, Idaho, next to Sandpoint, was only a preschooler when he heard his first symphony concert. He pointed to the concertmaster and said, "I want to do that." So his parents started him with violin lessons.
My first performance, it was at a local church and at a concert. And I went up before the person before me was finished because I was so excited to play.
Jason is concertmaster of the Spokane Youth Orchestra, among other things. In the last few years, he has performed all over the Northwest, at the festival at Sandpoint, in Idaho's All-State Orchestra, the All-Northwest Orchestra, in Washington, D.C. for the National Symphony Orchestra Trustees, twice for a national radio audience. Not to mention being an honors student in high school, involved in clubs, on the cross-country team. This year, he's a senior, trying to get into a good college. Jason Moody is one busy guy. In this youth orchestra concert held last November, it's easy to appreciate Jason's virtuosity. Vern Wyndham is the conductor.
First, technically, he's so good. He has a great ear. He's learned a very sophisticated level of bowing and really understands how to use the violin bow to do what he wants.
Wyndham is also the music director at KPBS Public Radio in Spokane. He remembers first meeting Jason when the young man played for a radio program. Jason was just a 7th grader.
And I'll never forget that performance. It was this sweet little kid that came in and he played a Mozart rondo. It wasn't perfect. It had these little scratchy things around the edges, but it was played very well and very beautifully. Most of all, there was a real spirit, a real style to the piece, to the way he played it, that showed that he was really at one with his violin.
There's a lot of performers who can just play amazingly well, and tons who are better than me at playing. But I think I always try to think about how to communicate the music to the audience and show them that you're enjoying it and make them enjoy it also.
He plays with a real insideness to the music. It's hard to explain any other way, but that he can get inside the music and become one with the piece he's playing. So therefore, he isn't interpreting the piece, he kind of is the piece.
When he became conductor in 1996, Wyndham invited Jason to play with the Spokane Youth Symphony, even though they were midway through the season.
The seating was already set, so this kid came and sat in the back of the second violin section for the rest of the year and simply played what needed to be played with the nicest of attitudes.
Keeping up with school and a packed performance schedule requires extraordinary discipline. Jason puts in anywhere from 2 to 6 hours of practice a day.
Sometimes it really flows, but sometimes it's really, really grueling. You have to just constantly push yourself, and it's almost, there's just like almost a pain in your gut. Just like, you have to practice another while.
Jason keeps his sanity by following another love, the outdoors. He skis, backpacks, fly fishes, anything to enjoy the natural beauty he finds at home in North Idaho. Despite the long commutes to Spokane for lessons, rehearsals, and concerts, Jason says it's worth it.
I definitely wouldn't trade it just because living there is so beautiful, and probably be hard for me to do music and be somewhere where I couldn't get outside all the time.
Watching Jason play, you get a sense of his incredible concentration. His face tenses, fingers and bow move with quick precision. What does Jason think about when he performs? You'd be surprised.
Well, it's kind of funny. It really depends on the piece. Like some pieces really demand my concentration like the whole time. But with some other pieces, like I remember one performance at the Met, I don't remember what I was playing, but the whole time I was just thinking about what I was going to eat afterwards. I really wanted to go to the spaghetti factory, you know, and that kind of stuff. So it's not always what you would think of me thinking about. It's not always the music and stuff.
Jason has competed in 2 national programs on public radio. In 1998, he performed in Boston for the pilot of a new program called From the Top. It featured top young musicians from around the country. Last April, he was selected to play in the Talent from Towns Under 2000 contest, part of Garrison Keillor's A Prairie Home Companion show on public radio.
I walked down on stage and it was just, the applause was so loud, and I just kind of, you know, got goosebumps. I was like, you know.
The winner, first place in the 1999 Talent from Towns Under 2000 contest from Dover, Idaho. Please welcome our young guitarist, our young violin player, Jason. Come on out.
That one was just really fun, just because, you know, I felt like it was almost sort of a dedication to the town, you know, and I got so many letters after that and so much stuff, and it was really neat to see the community kind of rally behind me.
What does Jason's future hold? Right now, he's preparing for the tough auditions required to get into a good music school. After that, who knows? Jason says he could perform, teach, or start a new career with music as a hobby. Either way, he says music will always be a major part of his life.
If you have a story idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington, 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.